Stop. Yeah. Hi everyone, lovely to see you all again. Oh, it's been ages.
Has.
Excuse us. I don't know. I mean, so much has been going on, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot.
And she's had to literally drag me kicking and screaming, guys, because I've just not been in the right headspace. I don't know about you, but it really is a time of year which messes with your mental health.
Christmas is stressful. Well, for adults, not.
Yeah, not for you.
Yeah, not for me.
Mind you, I suppose you
Oh
get
wow,
your own
there's
stresses.
6 people.
6 people.
Jesus,
Ooh,
no,
thank
live
you.
for like a minute.
Well, you better keep that up so I can
Oh
see.
yeah, I forgot that I was reading the comments.
She's doing the comments
I
because I can't do it on that screen,
Oh,
guys.
Hi Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hey Leona. Hey, how are you
Oh,
tonight?
hi, Liana.
Leona says, hey, how are you tonight? There's a lot of snow in Hungary.
Really?
The landscape is beautiful. You
Wow.
can feel the presence of God in the silence and cold.
Oh, wish we had that.
Yeah, our snow. It snowed yesterday, but when we say snow, it's like
not that
it doesn't
sort of snow though. It was only little speckles.
It kept coming back, didn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't settle.
It doesn't. Our snow doesn't ever settle where we are. I mean, sometimes, not a lot.
And Summer has to be here with me, guys, when it's alive because I can't read the comments. And since I had my laser eye surgery, my eyes are still recovering from it. And so
yeah, just bear with her.
Yeah, you'll all have to bear with me, literally.
Yeah, and then when I can't make it, I always like go on.
Well, we've decided if she can't make it, I'm going to bring her on as a guest.
Yeah.
So if I've got other guests as well, she can be in on it.
Yeah, and I'll just read comments.
And that's something because next week I'm hoping to have a guest.
Yeah.
So that will be cool.
Yes, I'll probably.
Well, you'll be here with me, but we can have her as a guest as well. Yeah. It'll be really great.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to starting to have guests.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting. So yeah, not a lot really has been going on. Yeah, getting myself together spiritually has been a bit tough, but I do persevere and I do get there. I hope.
Oh no.
But I am going to be doing there are things I've got planned in the new year.
Yeah. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, definitely. Without you guys, I'd be absolutely nowhere. I'd probably have given up by now.
I literally oh, Ian says sorry to hear that too, but Leona says how are you getting ready for Yule? Is there a ritual you do every year?
Well, we tend to use our winter nights one more, but I normally celebrate the 21st of December. Obviously winter solstice. It to me means a lot more because it's all about renewal and the start of the light coming back, which is brilliant because if you look at it that way, it doesn't seem so bad. Yeah. So from that you get about 3 days of nothing, and then you start to notice the odd minute a bit lighter, and then it comes all the way through. So that's why I like it. But what I normally do is I like to light candles, 13 candles. And those 13 candles are all the things that I have thought of in the past that I keep that every year. And
wow.
What's that?
I've never known anyone to be born on Christmas Day. I've known people to be born on Christmas Eve. Ian says, this Christmas Day I'll be 50. Happy birthday for Christmas.
Wow, it's a special one.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really cool.
You have to do something special for that.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, I know people that are born on Christmas Eve, but never like actual the day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So what I do, carrying on so that you don't get lost in it, I do like the 13 candles. And what that represents to me is the 13 phases of the moon. So, yeah, and the different months and what each month represents. So as I light each one, I remember what happened in that month. And if there's anything that sticks out, I write it down, keep it to one side. And when I finished, I blow all the candles out. I roll up paper and I stick the little things on the tree. And that is my clarification and thoughts on it and where I'm going to change things. And they are my wishes, my Christmas wishes. Well, my solstice wishes, really. But obviously, they stay there for 12 days. And then after the 12 days, I take them away and I either burn them or bury them.
Ian says, getting old with a smiley face.
Well, if you're old, mate, I'm ancient. Life begins as you get older because all the stupid things of the past, all the young stuff, it all disappears and you can just be yourself.
Liana says, 50 is a great age, Ian.
It is a great age. And I don't mean that as in old, I mean it's a great age.
Yeah.
As in general. You're entering your crone years, which is okay. It is hard though to accept. But when I reached my 60th, I really didn't enjoy that. And I really did fight against it a bit. But now I'm 63. I'm really not that bothered. You know, it's a journey, life, isn't it? At the end of the day, you have a life, and it's almost to me like you go on holiday, and then you know eventually at the end of it you're coming home. So you start the holiday, you go through the holiday, and then you come home, and that's like life itself. You start when you're born, you go through different stages, you get to the end, and then you go home, and that's the way I look at it now. You have just started. I am on my way out. But you will take my place.
Okay.
You and your granddaughter will be sitting in front of a camera doing stuff in my honour, won't you?
Yeah.
You will keep up all the practices that I do and everything. And hopefully she won't have to go kicking and screaming to every session.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, it will be cool because ever since I was young, I wanted to work like during like acting, cameras, all like stuff to do with the media. So I mean, I genuinely wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
Because you have plenty of years yet too, but Ian says.
Well, no one knows what they've got ahead of them, but you live each day to what you can do, what you try to make the best of every day. And I find that really does help. And
there's this thing where when people that say they get diagnosed with something and like they're really upset about it, but all the time, and then they go like, I had this with someone, they kept asking me, and I'm just like, it will get better because I've had experience. And then they're like, it won't, and I'm just like, what do you say to that? Because you just got to take it day by day, and it will get easier.
And the things that you've been through physically and what you've had to go through in the hospitals and everything, I think you've got the experience to tell somebody that.
Yeah.
Because it's the way you see things, literally.
Yeah. And I'm just like...
And it gets you through.
Yeah, like, honestly, I think because she has been my number one since her and my mum and my granddad. They literally... I remember before like she was called Tuva, I remember the days where I used to call her famous when she had like 50 subscribers. She had like 50 and I'd be like, oh my god, you're famous!
Not.
And then, like, honestly, if I was 10 and she had this much now, I'd be like, oh my god, we are going to be rich, we're going to be famous.
Not on what you get on YouTube.
Oh god, like,
no.
She makes me proud.
Thank you, darling.
That's okay.
But yes, we're like two peas in a pod, aren't we?
We've never ever had an argument in our life.
No.
No. Never.
And I always stick up for you, don't I?
Yeah. I personally, sorry, this goes really off topic, but I'm Slippery doesn't end at 11. It's 10:30.
Exactly, and I knew that. There's a TV programme on at the moment. Ian would know what this is. In the Jungle, was it? I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And her mummy was telling her, no, you can't sit up and watch it. And I was going, but it's only on for like, and she really wants to see it because her favourite person's in it.
Yeah, Daniel Harold.
Yeah. And she's going, no. But you did get your own way.
I did, didn't you? My stepdad managed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was like, I think, what age do you think you should be able to choose like your own sort of like bed?
Bedtime.
I think 16.
Well, I'm the hard one to ask because when I was growing up, it was very strict in my
Yeah.
household. I
Yeah.
had older parents. When I was born, my mum was 40, and so they had really old-fashioned ideas.
Yeah.
And I remember going to bed when the birds were singing at the
Yeah.
age of your age.
Yeah.
But even when I was 16, I had to be in bed before 10 o'clock
Yeah, that's probably
because
the same.
otherwise I might be exhausted the next day.
That's,
And that was the way they looked at it.
yeah, that's what my mum's like.
But yeah, but I never brought her up like that.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I used to make her go to bed at set times.
Yeah.
But I wasn't cruel.
Yeah. Luckily. Yeah, Ian, are you enjoying that show?
Probably not everybody watches it, but
Yeah. Leanna said, "You are so fun, Summer." Thank you.
She is, isn't she? She's brilliant. Really, this is our comedy show on a Saturday evening.
I love it in the flowers on my head. A blessing having a witch is a blessing having a witch now. Yes, cool.
When she was little, she used to tell people, "My nan's a witch."
I told everyone at school, and I used to wonder why I got picked on.
Well, they didn't know that witches existed, so
Yeah,
they
but-
thought she was going a bit mental. My nan's a witch.
I told everyone, and now I look back, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, they must have think that I'm like mental, like got really something wrong with me.
That's when you got your wand that you wanted. You
Oh
told
my
them
God.
that you had a wand.
I told everyone I had a wand as well. Oh no. That's the person I called.
Okay, yeah, right.
Hi.
Who is it, Derek?
Yeah,
Hi, Derek. How are you? Hope you're fine. Hope you're all well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you told everyone, didn't you?
I did. I told everyone. Oh my god, guys! I have a wand.
And then she said to me, "How long have I got to wait before it works?"
You're like 18. I'm like, it's ages away. Ages away.
Why can't it work? She's going.
Yeah, I tried using it that one time. It didn't work.
No.
And I told everyone in my household. It's so embarrassing now. I'm like, why did I just not?
Well, you had to get the concept of what it actually was and how it worked.
Look, my friend, she asks me about that wand to this day.
No.
And I'm just like, oh no, oh no. She goes, does it work? I'm like,
not yet.
Not yet. And she goes, and then now I'm like, oh, why did I tell her? Why did I tell her that? Does that one actually work? I'm just like,
yeah, haven't you seen the house?
I make you into a frog. Derek, I am great.
That's really good. Nice of you to come and watch us again. I don't know. I've been off for 2 weeks and my brain's all scrabbled at the moment. I'm hoping that will get better.
Yeah. Yeah. Last week I was at a mate's. So.
Yeah, you did a party, didn't you?
It wasn't. Yeah, it was more like a chill thing. I feel like we should do a podcast.
On what?
Spotify.
Yeah, but on what?
Like, there's an app for podcasters.
No, I know, but on what? What subject?
I mean, just like, guys, do you enjoy this? Like, do you just like? If you do, then we can make like a Spotify podcast. Oh my god, it's podcast. It's not,
podcast.
I can't. I always say the prod.
Podcast?
It's not that low. Let me prod you.
Have a broadcast.
Broadcast. Oh god.
Oh no, but this time of the year, guys, getting sensible again. Yeah, I mean there are so many different types of celebrations that you can do. But as well as doing those candles, I also have the log with the candles of how many people are actually in the house.
Derek has a question.
What's that?
I still see shadowed walk. I still see shadows walk through the wall during watching TV at night.
Right. There's only one way you can do with that, Derek, and it is how I've said before.
Sorry.
You have to really block them out.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that is to not give any time to them because they hate that.
Yeah,
they want to be noticed, and they're doing it because they know it bothers you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you make your statement clear, the next time you see one, you just say, you are not invited here, go away.
And don't just like...
And just say it in your mind, that's it.
Yeah.
And as I said to you before about closing a trapdoor where they've not been able to
Imagine
get
a
through.
trapdoor and then...
And you've got to imagine it like above you, like in the roof, and a big bolt, and you just slam that bolt.
It worked for me.
It does work, but you've got to really believe
You've
it.
got to really... yeah.
Have you looked in the history of where you're living if something happened
Yeah.
around that part of your home?
I've got loads of comments this week.
Yeah?
Carly, that's not actual Cara, but my nephew, when he was 5, God, this is really bad out of context. My nephew, when he was 5, asked if my black thorn walking stick was my magic wand. He was right. I didn't need to tell him. Wrong.
Oh, that's interesting. He must have sensed the vibes from it. Yeah, I mean, you did before you really knew us. Even as little, you'd get hold of my necklaces but you'd pick the ones out that had the symbols on.
Really?
Yeah.
I do remember like complimenting them a lot.
Yeah.
I remember, I like your necklace.
I used to wear a black onyx one with a pentagram on it.
I think I
and
remember.
You used to love that. You used to grab hold of it. But I used to wear other jewellery as well, and you never touched that. It was always the ones with the symbols on.
I just used to yank it. Give it to me.
You know, and I think children are more open to that sort of stuff.
Derek, because I always see it, and I don't know if it's TV doing it.
Well, I would look into the history of your home, of where you live, and see if something maybe happened there at some point. And if that's the case, then you could get a spirit medium in to check it out for you.
Yeah.
Some of them do it free of charge. You just need to look up all the mediums and see if there's someone out there that would help. Or some of these people that do spirit, clearance or investigations, some of them are free of charge because they're just a group that works that way. And I used to do that myself, so I know that
Derek
people do it.
says, it do bother me, but I never tell anyone else.
Well, if it's bothering you to that extent, you need peace. You need peace on it. You could, in fact, now this might work. What part of the room are you actually seeing them come from, or seeing it come from? You say it comes through the wall. Is there like a mirror on the wall?
They like their mirrors.
Because they love mirrors. And also, it's not always a spirit. It can be an interdimensional being. They're called shadow people, or shadow men. And they often just appear and stand and watch, and then they disappear. Very rarely they cause any grief, but it can be frightening to people that see them. And when I was doing a lot of house clearances...
Derek says, the TV.
It comes from the TV itself. If that's the case, then that's an open link, because when you're watching the telly, you are actually opening a channel because you're concentrating on the lights in the telly without realising it. So by doing that, it's going to be a difficult one, because if that's what they're using, they know that it gets to you and they're going to keep doing it. So if it was my mind, if I was going to help you and I was living near you, I would come to your house and I would do my mediumship. I would see if it is spirit or if it's something else. Because if it's spirit, you get communication back. If it isn't, you won't get anything back. And if that's the case, is your television old? Is it come from somewhere else? Has it come from another home? Or was it new when you got it? Because sometimes when you have furniture or equipment from other people's homes, it can have things linked to it.
Ian says, it doesn't hurt you, don't worry about it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a form of energy, and you can banish energy. But as I said, you need to block it, and there's only one way you can do that.
And you have to really concentrate on it.
But if you do need help, look for the local mediums and see if one will come and just tell you what they think it is, because they'll pick up on it. You don't have to tell them what it is. You just say, I'm having a problem. Would you come and check it out for me? And they'll come along and they'll tell you what they pick up and what you can do about it. So that might be worth looking into if it's bothering you that much.
Derek says it's new from Walmart, dear.
Okay, so then it could be something that's latched onto you because it's your insecurity as well, that you don't like that, which is, it's normal. I mean, who wants to see shadows coming out the telly?
Yeah.
But it could be something that you can get rid of yourself by meditations, by learning how to calm yourself, taking deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And by also, you could put a piece of iron. You know, you can get medallions with iron on, but it's got to be proper iron. Hang that iron on your telly, because any form of spirit or anything that might be dark will be zapped out by that iron. It will be grabbed and taken away. It will not be able to hurt you or come near you. That might be worth a try. So give that a try and let me know how you get on.
Okay. Liana says, are you exhausted at the end of the year? It can be very tiring for me to see Christmas decorations everywhere from November. The shops are full of people who are shopping mindlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, because I think the aspect of this time of the year has gone. It's all about money. It's all about buying the right gifts for people, having an abundance of food. And I'm not saying that we don't feast as pagans and witches and light workers and all that, heathens as well. But at the end of the day, we do it for a reason, and it's not so much a feast that goes on for days and days and days. There are set reasons for what we do. But because people nowadays are not necessarily Christian, not necessarily got any faith, but they still do the Christmas celebrations because it's the done thing to do. They get themselves in debt. They walk around mindlessly buying expensive gifts for people that the person probably doesn't even want those things. And it just becomes a complete rat race. And it has got nothing spiritually nice about it nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liana says, for me, I think we're back on the thing, but she says, for me, these are negative energies and make it difficult for my personal preparation, which is about quietness.
Yeah.
And closing the year. Do you feel anything like this? And
Yeah.
Ian said, yes, Liana, it can be hectic and draining. And then Derek said, okay, I'll try it tonight. Thanks so much.
Good. Yes, it's very draining, especially for the likes of me who live within. A lot of my practice is within. And so when I'm around people, a lot of people, it's very difficult for me. So I don't go out Christmas shopping. I do a lot of stuff online.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get gifts. But yes, I find if you go for walks, go out in nature at a time of day when it's not crowded, if you can do that, even if it's at night and you just go where there's a few trees, you know, just walk in nature. It takes your mind and gets it into a quieter state. And then take that home. Take things that you find home with you. You know, like, you know, the acorns, take them home. Take leaves home with you. Take, you know, anything that speaks to you when you're out. And and then when you've brought them back, put them on your altar, and you will feel a lot quieter inside, and the meanings will come to you, what you're doing.
Ian says, nature is grounding.
It is, and that's what people like us need when everything is hectic and mindless.
Oh yeah, Derek says, me neither. I have leafed cards from my family.
You got what?
Leafed. Let me try like singing for you.
Leaf. What leaves? Oh, left.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
I see
what's
it.
that?
I see it.
On it.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Left. There we go.
Left.
I have, I have left over cards for my family. There we go. Totally in. I feel bad in crowded places. Me too, guys.
What's that?
Leona says, totally in. I feel bad in crowded places.
Oh, it's terrible. Especially
like
the reason for that, guys, is we call it, when I was training in the coven, they used to call it bum sentience. And that's because you pick up the energies of everybody. And like if you went to a doctor's surgery and somebody was sitting in a crowded room and then they got up and you sat in their seat, you would sit there and actually feel their energy. So whatever they were feeling, you would feel. And that is a part of being like what we are like. We can pick up people's energies and energies of what's going on. So it's very hard not to know sometimes whether it's our energy or whether it's the person we've been with, or and it all merges and it can be really bad for us. Other people don't, they just walk about in crowds and it don't bother them. But to me, if I'm in a room with more than 2 people,
nope.
I can feel their energies. I know what they're at, and that can rub off and cause you to feel pretty bad, really.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's weird because sometimes, I mean, I don't really like crowds in general, but I think that could be a reason why. It makes me really anxious.
Yeah, it will do. It will do.
Yeah, Derek says, once or twice something much me while sleeping, but no one's there. Or maybe touch.
Once or twice something
much. I think
touched me while sleeping, but no one's there. It seems to me like you have psychic abilities or mediumship abilities, and because you're not used to it or you're seeing these things, it's hard for you to relate to it. You know what you've felt and seen, but obviously you can't explain it. But that's why you need to meditate and learn from your guides, because if you are a medium, you will have guides waiting to teach you and help you. But to do that, you need to enhance yourself through meditation, doing that once a day and learning to contact your spirit guides. It's something you can do. It only takes to start with 10 minutes a day. If you do it the same time each day, they will know you're doing it at that time, and they will meet you and you will meet them. You will meet in a place and they will teach you how to cope with it all. That's how it started when I was little, and I had to do the same thing. You then learn how to deal with it and to what you can let in and what you don't let in. And that will help with your shadow people as well. So maybe you should find your local, if you go to your local spiritualist church, they run psychic circles for people who want to train or to learn how to deal with what they're getting. You'll also get help from the mediums that work there.
Derek says, thanks. Thank you for helping me with it. Big hug to you.
Oh, you're welcome, Derek. It's hard when people start to get these things and they don't know how to deal with it. And they don't necessarily know how to get the help, where to go. But you could get a lot of help from the local spiritualist church. That's where I went with my mediumship, and I sat in a circle there. And that helped me a lot, because obviously in traditional witchcraft, we're not taught to use our psychic abilities, believe it or not. So we did things through ritual. It was done differently. So I learned a lot of my psychic stuff through the spiritualist church. And to be honest, that really did help me. It helped me to understand myself and what I could do. And then obviously the witchcraft helped me in other ways, and I put everything together, and that's why I'm now a Seder practitioner, because that's who I am inside. I'm not just a ritual occultist. I am an inward psychic medium witch. And she's singing,
I am a mushroom.
You are a mushroom.
That's what I was singing.
Okay.
People think I'm right weird on here.
No, that's just your personality.
Yeah. I'm really weird.
Yeah.
But we're weird together.
Yeah. It's better to be weird than normal.
Exactly.
I
That's what
think so
always
anyway.
me
Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own personalities.
too. Yeah. I mean,
so what are some of the things that you guys do at this time of the year? I'd love to know.
I'd love to know more about them.
Because everybody does things differently.
Yeah. I'd love to know, like, not what they look like, but just, like, what their personalities are like.
Who?
Like, all of these guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait. Ian says true. I can't remember what to, but yeah.
True.
Yeah, I don't remember what to,
but yeah, I remember when I was growing up, it was like our traditions back then was to go to midnight mass, even though we didn't go to church most of the year. We went to midnight mass, and it was at midnight, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was lovely. We had the Christmas tree at the bottom, and everybody was singing lovely carols and things. So that was Christmas Eve, and in the evening, my mother would be cooking the turkey, finishing wrapping up presents, and my dad would be, because we didn't put the tree lights on until Christmas Eve, so he was doing the tree on Christmas Eve. So yeah, I mean, it was so different because it was more Christianized. It was more of a celebration of Christ.
Oh, that makes sense. That's to be weird. That's true.
And so then we had our Christmas dinner, and we always went to bed with a turkey sandwich because it would be cooked by after we come back from church. So I remember that was the only day of the year I could stay up after midnight.
Yeah.
Apart from New Year, of course.
Yeah. I think I found a really cringe video for you and
oh yeah
on New Year's Eve, and I had this purple hair filter on, and it was like, I miss you. I miss you very much in my dreams. Can't play it 'cause of copyright, but
yeah, I know.
It was like to Nanny, Granddad, and Bobby. I miss you. I miss you so much. Because I think it was. I remember. It's kind of out of context again, but do you remember when I used to like scream and cry when I had to leave?
Oh god, it was like she was tearing you away.
I know.
She wouldn't go.
I remember. So I'd stay here, and for some reason back then it felt like I didn't see you a lot, but in reality I did.
Yeah.
But for me, it felt like weeks. I didn't see you. So then I was like, I literally have a temper tantrum.
Oh, I know, darling.
Do you remember?
I do.
It was like someone was about to like.
Well, even the last couple of times when you've gone, you was almost like.
I get a bit emotional.
You do.
I mean, it's like. I mean, I'm not as bad as I used to be. Like, no. I would proper like.
I know.
Have a meltdown. I'm like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. And my poor mum.
I know, she must think you hate being at home.
And it was like, I don't want to go.
I know, darling.
Oh god.
You'd get bored if you was here all the time.
I think we should like. Do you remember when I used to offer you to come and stay at my house?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, Nanny, come stay at my house.
You can share my bed.
Yeah, I used to say that. We actually did do that one time.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
No, it was a very pleasant night. Certain things happened. Which.
Yeah, well.
Ian says Yule is a Germanic Norse tradition. And then Derek says a smiley heart and a smiley face and heart face. No, oh my god. Smiley face and a heart emoji.
Yeah.
Me, I gave my family members BD cards every year and Christmas shopping. I take that as birthday cards.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
That's really nice.
Ian says, not sure I'm doing this Yule tuber. And then and then Derek says, my mum cooks during New Year's that we eat and drink.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so many people have lost the gist of what it's really about. But as you say, it was the pagans' festival first.
Yeah, they literally took it.
They nicked it from us.
Yeah.
And when you think that they decided to get the pagans into the churches, they would say that the 25th was Christ's birthday, but it was the Son of God.
It was actually
whereas
April.
it was about the Son returning, and so it was the King, the Sun King, coming back.
Jesus' birthday.
The rebirth of the Sun. So it was like they tried to merge it together.
Yeah, Jesus' birthday is actually in spring.
Well, Jesus, there was a lot of Jesuses. I mean, when you look in the Bible, I mean, it was a common name.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people going around saying they were the messiahs and all that. I went to college and learnt about the Bible and everything. I did that, and I realised why people walk away from it after they've done that, because there's so many discrepancies, so many things that it messes it up. And if you learn all that, it sort of, you think, really? But yes, one of the main things they got wrong was the time of the year that he was born. And, you know, it was all to justify bringing pagans into the church.
Carly says, I'm putting up the tree and sewn up gazing with delight.
Hi, Cara.
No, I don't know. That's not like actual Cara.
Oh, it's not.
Like,
it's Cara Lee.
Yep. And Ian says, I like Christmas or Yule. I love some of the decorations.
Yes, that is the one thing. But again, that is a very pagan, or should I say, a very heathen thing anyway. I mean, Christians don't really know why they're doing it. They don't realise why they're decorating a Christmas tree, really. Because when you look at it logically, what the hell has a Christmas tree got to do with Jesus?
Yeah.
He wasn't born in a Christmas tree.
Imagine being born into a tree.
So that was a pagan thing. The tree, it's bringing the everlasting greenery into your home. And the reason for that was because it's knowing that things are going to go on. So even though it's the darkness of the year, by bringing evergreens into your home, you know that that's not going to die. It's a circle. It's always going to come out into the light. And it also blesses the home. And so, yeah, decorations are wonderful. And to decorate the tree was done for blessings, for magical blessings. People would put ideas of what they wanted for somebody in the tree. And in the coven, we used to do that. We used to have a little Christmas tree, and we used to put our little wishes and put them on the tree. And it was lovely. But evergreens was always a pagan or heathen thing. So when they do all this to the trees, they're not even realising that they're doing pagan stuff.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I mean, especially nowadays, a lot of people are doing it and they're not Christian, so it doesn't really matter. But a lot of our festivals was taken by them to make it more easier for pagans to conform.
Ooh, there's more comments.
Oh, lovely.
We're getting loads today.
It's
Ian
lovely.
says, Tova, do you think that the Christmas tree also represents what?
Represents.
Let me just see that in a few.
Hang on, that's not near it. Oh, Yggdrasil.
Oh.
Yes, the tree of life, the tree of growth, the tree of everlasting. Well, not obviously, we know that there's an end in the books, but it still carries on after that. So, yeah.
Carly says, yes, I love decorating a tree. And then Liana says, most people do not know the origin of the story. And then Derek just says, if I had to guess, stop by, I would like if you did meditation for me.
Meditation.
Yeah, meditation for me to help me sleep at night.
It's something that I could do in a video for everybody if that would help them. A type of meditation that helps you to sleep or helps you to relax. Something, if you was all interested in, I can do. At the end of the day, meditation comes from within, and it's something you have to be able to do to get that peace. Yeah. What are you blubbing about? What are you blubbing about, woman? not everybody finds it easy. And yeah, there are many on YouTube. There are many ones, what they called guided meditations, which would help you, I am sure. So stop laughing. What's she like? But yeah, get back to the decorations. Another thing that, you know, heathens would do is there's a celebration done in the Norse tradition where a female will go out into the woods, probably the Seder worshipper, or, you know, a medium at least, would go out wearing the crown with all the candles on, and they would go out and sit in the snow and give offerings to deity, and that was to do with the winter and the promise of light coming back. And then obviously they would wear the crown until the lights went out and then come back into the wall, and they would have a feast and all that, and the woman would be celebrated for what she was doing. So if you're not careful, I'm going to stick a crown on your head with candles on and a little white jacket and send you out into the wilderness, woman.
Oh God.
What are you like?
Ian says someone with laughing faces. Carly says, well, if it's a bad guess, you can hit them with Thor's hammer. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Knowing our luck in England, Thor would bring the rain and thunder and lightning, and all those candles would just go. Need to be in a country where there's proper snow. Doesn't really work here, unless you live up north, of course. Get snow up there. But I live near London. Oh, good old London. Yeah. I've often wanted to go. That I would, because of my Scandinavian roots, I've always wanted to go.
I want to see Northern Lights as well.
Oh, I'd love to see the Northern
They're so
Lights.
pretty.
Yeah, but also I feel drawn to go to one of the little villages
I
by,
want to go see them.
you know, maybe in Denmark or somewhere like that. I don't know, but or Switzerland or Sweden. I'm not a greedy person, but I would like to visit all of that, and I feel so drawn to it, and I always have before I even knew my DNA. So, you know, I know.
Ian says, I would love to go Norway.
Yeah.
And Carly says, me too.
Oh, definitely. I think we should all get together and all meet up with good old Father Christmas is supposed to live.
Yeah.
But that was Odin in his thick jacket. I've got a video on that, guys, but I know a lot of people went, oh no, couldn't be Odin. There is a lot of controversy over that. But and of course, you know, there's the good Santa and the bad Santa. A lot of little children in places like that are brought up to know that if they're bad, the bad Santa's going to get them. And if they're good, the good one will come.
What's it called? Most of the year, you know, I used to I wouldn't sound bad.
Keep that light, because
I wouldn't sound bad, but I do get myself into a bit of telling off. But
why?
I mean, I don't think I can't. There's apparently I answer back.
Who are you talking about? Who to?
Like mum, dad.
Well, you're a teenager.
I don't mean to answer back. I mean, I've always done it. I don't
But
really.
why?
I don't understand.
You don't do it to us.
No, but like that's because you don't start anything.
You don't start anything.
But, okay, so like, what's it called? Okay, so I don't understand the difference between answering back. So when they want me to answer, I will. No, when they don't want me to answer,
You will, and then when
and I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean by they start something?
Like, I get in trouble, and then I'll say something back.
Yeah, but what do you do to get in trouble?
Sometimes I don't listen, or I will do it. It just takes a bit of time.
Oh, I've been on the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer, could you go up and get something? 10 minutes later, you're up here playing on something.
I get distracted
and then
really easily.
Yeah. And then I go, Well, where is it? Then you go, what?
I get distracted really easily. So like if
Yeah.
I see something interesting, I'll just completely forget. I'll be like, what's that?
But I mean, going back to the traditions,
Yeah.
your mum and dad's got traditions, don't they?
Yeah.
You got things that you do.
Yeah, and then I used to think, and then as soon as it hit December, I'd try my best to be good.
Wow.
I never got cold, guys.
Never got cold.
I never got cold.
That's because it don't exist
I
much
know,
now.
I know.
Well, it does, but people
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah.
I had coal fires when I was growing up.
No, I mean like actually, you know.
Yeah, but my mum would threaten us with coal.
Oh.
And you know what she meant by that?
No.
If you didn't stop doing what you're doing, you're going to get a lump of coal in your mouth and a piece for Christmas in your stocking. So, yes, it was a thing back in those days.
Yeah, I used to think if I'm bad, then I'd be like,
You guys are lucky this day and age. When I was growing up, it was 10 to a bed. No, but we never got all the presents that you got.
yeah.
That you get these days.
Yeah.
I used to get a stocking on the end of my bed, a small one like that, and in it would be, you know, the chocolate money. Stop doing that. Chocolate money that's done in foil. Yeah, we used to get that. We used to get a bag of nuts. We used to get an orange, and I used to get one toy in there, and I think either a piece of fruit cake or a piece of pie. What the hell was that?
That was me.
Was that you?
No, that wasn't my bum. It was just like.
And that would be in my stocking. And then when I got up, there'd be a couple of presents. But they'd be really menial sort of presents.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't what the meaning of it was.
Yeah.
But these days, people are bending over backwards to buy the most expensive electrical stuff for their kids. And then they get themselves in debt for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 or 3 years. You know?
Yeah. Ooh,
What you're losing out now was
yes, that would be good too. I can't remember what that's about. Yeah, Odin, the gift giver on Yule, and Cara Lee said, and his body, the Krampus.
Yeah.
And then Leona says, Tuva, do you believe that the curse will return? Unfortunately, I was upset last time because I was treated very badly and I said a bad wish to a person. But bad wish.
Hang on. Do you believe that the curse will return? Unfortunately, I was upset last time because I was treated very badly and I said a bad wish to a person. No, I don't honestly believe it comes back on you. I really don't. You know, some people really do believe that. And I think we bring it on ourselves. If we believe something, it's like magic, isn't it? If you're doing a spell and you have to believe it and then you have to leave it, let it work. It's the same thing. If you've done something and then you believe it's going to come back and get you, then it will. But I don't honestly believe in any of that. I think we have to make sure we're on the level and doing the right things. But if something does happen, I wouldn't say something's going to come back onto you. The curses can be self-made onto yourself through belief in it, because that's half the thing when doing magic. This child, I don't know what to do with her. She's now pushing her foot into all my stuff under the bed.
I can't sit still. You know this. So
yeah, I really believe it's us that causes it to come back on us. When I joined the as I say, I'm always saying it, but in the coven, people were taught that, you know, if you did something, it would come back on you threefold. And I never believed it.
Yeah.
Because I think as long as you're doing the right things, why would it come back on you? Unless it's something really, really bad.
Okay, right. What should I do? Oh, yeah. Ian says that. Oh, you know when you said we should meet up, he said that would be good when we too. They said everyone should meet up to go Norway.
Yeah.
Carly said same.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Have a little friend group.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go somewhere like that.
Yeah.
We could all go on a sleigh.
Yeah.
With the dogs pulling it.
Yeah.
And howling under the moon, and then having all the lovely lights in the sky.
Oh.
And then a nice hot drinking chocolate.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
the life.
cool.
I would want to go holiday on a boat.
And you had that chance to go to Lapland. You never picked it. Do you remember
No.
when she was very, very sick and she was classed as terminal? She was given by this company that does wish last wish
Starlight?
thing, Starlight, yeah. And they gave her an option of 3 things that she could do.
Oh
And
no, you just got to choose.
yeah, you got to choose, yeah.
You got to write down your wish.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is Lapland was one of them. But you did better because you did what's it called?
America.
You did what's
Disney.
it called? Disney. And you got 7 days.
Yeah.
Whereas if you'd have done Lapland, it's done in 1 day and 1 night.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think it would be good in that country for me because you know how it's really cold.
Yeah, but you like the cold.
I do, but then it would probably mean that I'd get ill.
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
I mean, it's the same in the heat.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah.
Leona said, "I wish that the person's." Oh yeah, do you remember? I really wanted you to come with me.
What's that?
To America.
I know, but I never got an invite.
I really wanted you. I
never got the invite. Anyway, I was really sick at the time.
I remember. It was when you was just told you couldn't go on planes. I was like, oh
no. I know.
Do you remember? Okay.
Yep.
Leona said, "I wish to the person something like this. We always said in Hungary, lost your teeth. Then
Right.
Why read it?
I wish to the person something like this. What we always said in Hungary. I lost your teeth. Then the other day I have to go to the dentist because of terrible toothache. I would call that a coincidence, really. It's hard not to see synchronicity as like that's the conscience part of it. But yeah, maybe you wish some of that on yourself. Only you inside would know. But yeah, those sort of curses can happen. But I don't believe it will come back on you because I don't believe we're judged. I think people go on about being judged. But if you look at all our gods and goddesses, they've all got something about them that is very human, that is very naughty, and sometimes downright bad. And that's because we were made in their image and their way makes us the same. So who are they to judge us as we are to judge them? When we do a curse, if we don't do it the right way, then it could backfire. I've had things backfire on me in the past.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
A very bad thing backfired on me in the past, and I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
But that was my own doing. So maybe in some way, when you did that, you let some of it come back onto yourself. And that is really saying to you, well, be careful in the future what you're doing. You know, look what happened the last time because it helped me.
Oh, someone new.
Oh, hello.
Dordry.
Who?
Dorgy.
Oh, Summer.
Dorgy.
Oh, that's a lovely name. Welcome. That's very welcome.
Yep.
But yes, I mean, you think of the amount of cursing that goes on around the world, and not every one of those people have had it come back on them because they know how to do it the right way. There are ways of doing things, and sometimes we don't know our own power, and many a word spoken is the thing that puts the icing on the cake, because what you're thinking, then you speak it and it is done. And so I always said, be careful what you think because it's already done. And that is the magic of thought made word made deed.
Yeah.
It's the intent. So if your intent meant bad, maybe you allowed some of it to come back on you. I did something terrible. I controlled a certain person for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And to get something that I really desperately wanted, which was a pet dog. And then when the pet dog came, the next day I had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And I could put two and two together and say, I did that and then I got that. But it might not have been. It might have been just coincidence.
Yeah.
But your thinking psychologically is, well, I did that and look what happened.
Yeah. And
So
it's like, and you wouldn't want to do it again because
no.
just in case.
I've got my dog.
Yeah, you got the dog,
But we're not supposed to use magic to tell somebody how to be.
yeah.
Take their will away. That is not a good thing. And so I learned from that.
Yeah.
I don't do stuff like that now.
Yeah.
It's another comment.
Yeah. So guys. Yeah, nothing is perfect, even the gods. And then
That's
says
right.
thank you so much to your Aunt Ian, and then Ian says you're welcome, and she says I was scared because it wasn't the first time that happened to me.
Yeah.
And she said, but maybe I just imagined the connection.
You can do that. I mean, the mind is a powerful
Ooh,
thing.
interesting.
What's that?
Ian said, Tuva, have you had any spiritual experience recently?
Yeah, especially this time of the year, I tend to get visits from my pets.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack, especially, he was a beautiful dog. He was a Saluki lurcher, and he used to come into my bedroom at night, and he used to lay down by the bed. In the night, he would jump onto the bed, and he would lick my arm or my leg, and I got used to that. And of course, I mean, he died back in 2014.
I remember.
But just recently, I have felt his presence, but also heard him walking around the bed.
Yeah.
I haven't felt him jump on the bed, but where he used to lay is exactly where it stops the noise.
Yeah.
So I know he's around. Sometimes my bedroom door opens as if he's knocked it to come in.
Yeah.
And he normally appears like that, or is like that when I'm going through something harsh, which I am with my health. And I really believe he comes to try and give me some comfort.
Yeah.
I really do. And of course, my dog now, Pharaoh, he knows when something's there because he'll suddenly look up and he'll be staring at it.
Yeah.
But apart from that, just the normal stuff for me, which is in my journeying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've had very vivid dreams lately as well.
I get that.
Strange ones.
Yeah. I get horrible dreams.
It's almost like I'm being told I need to go to learn something, and it's like a school. I know it sounds really weird, but it's like I go to a place where it's like an academy, and it's a magical academy, and there are these principals and head teachers, and you go in, and even though you're an adult, it's not like it's for kids. It's like it's definitely a college for adults. And then you've got a room which you go to and everything's there for you, and then you go to lessons, and I've been having vivid dreams doing that, so I don't know what it is. It's almost like they're downloading something new to me.
You said too, but when I leave the offering and put it out the next day, is that okay?
Yes, it's definitely okay. We used to give our offerings out as a libation to nature after the rituals, because the essence of it has already gone to the gods or the goddesses. So yeah, it's not a good thing to leave an offering till it goes rotten anyway. So yes, obviously we don't make use of it ourselves, but by giving it to nature, it's fine because it's still helping them, and that is something the gods would appreciate. So yeah, the actual essence of the giving and the energy of the item actually goes to them in the ritual, which reminds me, hope your ritual went okay if you did it, and whether the things you're doing now is growing and you're getting really good in it in yourself. My hope is for people to find their inner selves, and that's great because that's all you need to be who you are. And it doesn't matter in what way you do your rituals or what way you do anything, as long as it works for you and it's part of you. That's all that's needed, and the gods appreciate that. They really do.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Anything?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Wow.
what?
It's been live for 1 hour and 47
No.
7 seconds.
Oh, seconds. I thought you was going to say minutes. I was gonna say.
I did read it as minutes for a second, but we're getting close to minutes.
Yeah, gonna
It's-
have to love and all leave you all in a minute, guys.
Yeah, yeah. We've been live for 1 hour and 1 minute and 5
Oh,
7
that's just
seconds.
over the hour.
Yeah,
Can go a little bit longer.
yeah.
Yeah. So you.
It turned off.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. So
Oh, Ian says yes. I offered some meat to Odin. Not sure if he likes me or not.
Odin would appreciate anything that you would give him if it's like the beginnings of your workings with him. You just keep doing it, keep giving, keep asking, and you will be noticed by him. And he will make his presence known to you.
Liana said, Tuba, do you believe that we can travel to other places in our dreams? Some people think we can go back in time in our dreams. Are these just fairy tales or do they exist? Oh, just don't be silly. It's not a silly question.
That's not a silly question. No, it does happen. I've always astral travelled in my dreams. I've gone places. I've gone to all sorts of places, including other planets.
Yeah, I've had dreams about other people, me being other people in different.
Yeah, because you've lived different lives, and so
Yeah.
you might be visiting a past life.
I've had dreams about being my mum.
Well,
That's weird, I know.
that's all part of you. But at the end of the day, when you astral travel, guys, you are going on a journey, and those journeys can go backwards and forwards in time. You can go back to when you were a child and watch something that's happened, or you can go into the future and see what's about to happen. And it might not be for yourself, it might be for somebody you know. But you can also go to different places, like you can go to other planets, which I go to, and other races of beings. And I've been to where the angels live. And a lot of people think angels are a Christian thing. They are not. They are beings in their own right. They have a lot of power and they help us because they want to. So the angels are there, they have their own realm, and I like to call them different realms. But I've been to different realms where there's the fairy people, where there's the dragons, where there's other creatures which I cannot really see who they are because they don't look like anything you've seen before.
Has anyone here had dreams about a doppelganger?
Oh yeah, you had that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Doppelgangers.
That's
another thing, you know. Anything is possible, guys. You've got to remember, you have to have a great imagination because magic and everything spiritual comes from a great imagination. You can't do anything without that. And imagination has been, told by other people as, oh, you've got a good imagination, like it's sort of demoting it and saying it's not real. I'm afraid they're in the wrong. When you have a great imagination, it helps you to visualize, to go on journeys, to meditate, to live in a different realm mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so, yes, I do believe that you can go backwards, forwards, wherever you want, as long as you are careful, obviously, because some people will do things that might be detrimental, like eating and drinking something in a different realm. Something I wouldn't do because you don't know what's actually being given to you and you don't want to bring that back. But if they give you things like crystals or little gifts, as long as you're not partaking of them, you should be fine. And those things might be being given to you for a reason. So yeah, go on your travels, enjoy yourself. Go and write it down when you come back, because when you look back on it over the years, you'll see journeys that you've done and what's happened and who you met and what you did and how that might fit in a later time.
Yeah, I get dreams about my dream job. I get dreams about being an actress a lot.
Yeah.
I get them a lot. It's like, there was one where I was actually in the EastEnders set, and I was like, I woke up and I was like, oh my god, what the hell? You wake up thinking it's real, and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
But spiritual dreams are a little bit different.
I've
darling.
had similar dreams.
I know
to
you
that.
do get them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a lot of people, I was surprised to find out that people that are not sort of psychic or anything, they don't get colour dreams, they don't get sound.
Do they not?
No. And it's just sort of vision, really. And they don't get it much. Whereas when you're like our sort of people, we will feel it, see it, hear it, and speak in it. And that is something that
Yeah, I talk
they
in
don't
my
get.
dreams.
It's very vivid, and it's because you aren't dreaming, you are living it.
I've had dreams about some of my family members dying.
Yeah.
So good to hear. I have such strange travellings. Sometimes I can influence where to go, but not really understand how it works.
Yeah, that is something that you will learn over time, that you can set a place. Or I went through a stage of checking in on people, which is rather naughty, and it upset a few people because I knew exactly what was in their houses, because I went in late at night and I went round their houses and I saw
In a
things.
dream?
No, it was just astral travelling.
Oh.
And so this particular couple said to me, I don't believe you do it. And I said, well, I can come visit you tonight. And they said, oh, yeah, go on then. And I did. I went and I visited, and I went in the street door. You go through the door, nothing can stop you. And I went in and I looked round and I went up the stairs. I heard them speaking. I heard what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And I saw the light on and the landing, and I saw what door was open and what one was shut. And then I came back, and then the next time I saw them, told them exactly. And they were absolutely petrified.
Yeah.
Because I'd overstepped the mark, guys. I shouldn't have done it.
But I mean,
it was years ago, and it was when I was learning.
Yeah.
You can go and see people in their sleep at night. Yeah. So watch it.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh no.
It's just an ability that some of us have got, and go for a walk in nature at night. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like what I was saying on my last video, we can shapeshift, we can become, we can go into the shape that we want.
Rihanna says thank you for your answer.
You're very welcome, darling.
Ian says Tiva, they invited you to do that. They kind of did.
Yeah, I know they did. But it made me feel bad afterwards because they really didn't believe I could do it. And so when I had the proof that I'd been there,
yeah,
and I heard the words that they'd spoken that night, and yeah.
I bet they weren't.
It freaked them out because then they didn't feel safe. They thought that I could just go there whenever I wanted. Not that I would have. It was just to show them that I could do it. And that is called, they used to use that during the war. They used to use psychics that could do that to go spy on places and find out
like
codes and all that. And they used psychics very much during the war.
They were in use.
Yeah.
So, Tiva, they invited you to do that, so you didn't cross the line.
Yeah, I suppose if you look at it that way, I just think it put a bit of fear into them.
Oh, well.
And
they'll get over it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back there anyway. Well,
yeah.
It was a bit of a pain doing it the first time. But it cost me
Carly says a remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Carly says a remote
viewing.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is, remote viewing. And they use that a lot. They don't let people know that they use psychics to the ability that they do. They use a lot of psychics, especially in murder investigations and things like that. But then we all, as the people with these abilities, we get badly named for helping. It's very sad.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just yep.
Yep. So yeah, next week, guys, I'm hoping to have somebody on here. I'm not going to say who it is.
Surprise.
It's going to be a surprise.
Surprise
But it'll be a
show.
split screen. I'm going to actually do it.
Yay!
I'm going to bring a guest on. So I'm looking forward to that.
I think I know who it is.
You know who it is, and I know who it is, but nobody
You guys
else will.
do. You
And
guys
which is
do.
what I'm hoping to do, guys, is to bring on people and we just chat and answer things and find out things, different practices, and it should make it more interesting for you guys.
Yeah, I think
Hmm?
so.
Mm.
Yep, cool, good. Okay, I think we're done
Right.
now.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys, for this week. Because I've got to sort out Summer's medication and something to eat. We're late eating.
Oh well.
She goes, oh well, she don't like eating.
I mean,
She does not like food.
I don't. I actually don't.
But you need food.
Yeah, I just if it's something I like, alright, but you know, I'm not like a big fan.
No, you're not. I know you're not. We used to doing that.
Sorry, I just got like the
EBGBs.
thing stuck in my head. Bless you and thank you both. No worries. Hope I
I'm
made you
pleased
laugh.
to be back, guys. It's helped me.
Your
because
local comedian is back.
she is my safety. She's my little angel. She
Yeah.
helps me.
Yeah, I don't take anything serious. I mean, I do.
No, it's a good way to be.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, I will definitely see you with guests and with this one here next week.
Liana says, I have to go, guys. I'm grateful.
Yes, you
it's been
too,
fun.
Liana. Thank you
Boys,
for coming.
Bye,
Thank
people.
everybody for coming.
Yeah.
Hope you have the rest of a lovely weekend and we'll see you next week. Take care for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh my god, they can see like it won't work when I do it. Oh wow, we got like 92 comments.